It's been nearly a year since Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 graced us with its engrossing story and setting, but boy has Henry's journey through 15th century Bohemia changed a lot since then. With the Royal Edition of the game, a deluxe offering that includes every piece of content in one neat package out now, we should take a look at everything that's been added since release in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
The most adventure I was expecting was a or two.
As expected in an RPG as rich and dense as KCD2, there have been a cart full of hotfixes to correct bugs, broken quests, balancing, and other issues, so we wanted to highlight a couple of the major quality of life changes introduced through these patches. Originally available as a mod through Nexus Mods, Warhorse Studios implemented their own version of a popular feature to make the UI more adaptable. It also finally gave this option to console players who do not have the option to download mods. This adaptable UI gives players the ability to hide elements from the HUD when not relevant, creating an even more immersive experience. Along with the adaptive UI came an improved photo mode. At release, the photo mode was bare bones, allowing players to take photos of the admittedly striking world, but with no real options to touch up those pictures. With the improved photo mode came expanded configuration options, including day and time settings, precision controls like depth of field and roll, effects, and much more. A welcomed addition that allows players to truly capture the beauty of Bohemia with their own personal touch. And of course, there have been plenty of updates to the combat through multiple patches. This included simplifying the combos for the polearm and increasing the strength of lesser used weapons like the aforementioned polearm and halberds. On top of these changes, master strike damage was increased, making those combos even more viable. Alongside those many fixes and changes, Warhorse Studios peppered in a bunch of free updates that introduced some eagerly awaited features like barbershops and the ability to change Henry's hairstyle and beard. For the small fee of 25 groschen, Henry can be customized with a number of hairstyles. These barbers can be found in the two main cities, Kuttenberg and Zhelyov, in their distinctive red and white striped tents. Besides giving Henry a new look, getting a fresh cut also boosts his charisma for a short amount of time, just like in real life. More exhilarating features added to KCD2 are the horse racing and archery events. Through a new side quest, players are able to take part in horse races and mounted archery challenges in a short storyline based around a rivalry between two nomads. Both activities also have their own difficulty settings that can be modified as needed. Speaking of difficulty, while KCD2 launched with no difficulty options, the devs introduced a new hardcore mode that challenges players with more aggressive enemies and limited UI. This creates a more realistic experience with no fast travel or map markers, meaning players need to rely on landmarks and their knowledge of the game world. And if this already wasn't challenging enough, the new mode introduces a bunch of permanent negative traits that players are required to select at the start of their journey. These include modifiers like bashful, which makes Henry shy, limiting conversation options and decreasing speech skill XP gains for the entire playthrough. But Warhorse Studios wasn't done there, as they also expanded Henry's story with 3 paid DLCs, starting with Brushes with Death, a new questline that sees Henry help an eccentric artist who is haunted by a talking skull. Players travel across Trotsky and Kuttenberg to gather materials and unravel the artist's past to help him complete his magnum opus. The most interesting part of this expansion is the new custom shield painting. Helping the artist unlocks the option to customize any shield in the game with over 100 different designs and color combinations to personalize gear. The next paid DLC was Legacy of the Forge, which takes Henry back to his roots as the son of a blacksmith. His father Martin left behind a burnt-down forge in Kuttenberg that Henry now claims as his own and takes up the hammer and anvil left behind by his late dad, while also learning more about his father's past. Players can repair and customize their new forge, complete contracts to increase their prestige and unlock more goodies, and even hire employees to help craft new unique weapons and armor sets. And the final expansion was Mysteria Ecclesiae that tasks Henry with investigating the new Sedlet's monastery area to find the imprisoned King Wenceslas. The player must work to uncover a mysterious plot involving the abbot, while also trying to cure the strange illness that has led to the quarantine of the monastery. This DLC focuses heavily on stealth and alchemy as Henry acts as an escort to a physician. Overall, these 3 expansions alone add over 30 plus hours of content to KCD2, and that doesn't even take into account the free updates and other features added along the way. So that's everything you need to know about what's been added to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 since launch. With no more major expansions planned for the game and the Royal Edition now available, it's a great time for players to step into Henry's armor and experience one of the most ambitious RPGs ever made. And luckily for newcomers, or those returning to the game, we have all the tips you could possibly need to succeed in Henry's quest, so be sure to check out our wiki and keep it locked here on IGN.